Oh, is it? It's the red button, Mike. We're on.
Red button.
We did it.
Right.
Yeah, would you say that's my call
Very
line?
good. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we are. We're back. We're doing a third one.
Yes. Yeah.
We
Pilot season is over. We've been picked up. For one more.
That's right. Yes, our relatives must really like this.
They are. My mom is expecting this. She probably wonders where it is. It's Thursday afternoon, guys. What's
It's
up?
the only chance to see us. Yeah.
It is. Yes. Hi, Mom. Hi, everybody. Yeah.
Did you see from last week, Lisa Ferguson, who I've got to know through the Army? Yeah, she watches these, and she said we had a Gen X like unboxing.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was funny though. It was a Gen Xer unboxing something from the greatest generation, is where it originated. It was crazy. Yeah.
Now, if I read your Facebook post right, you got the wrong box.
I did. It was supposed to be for my brother. So my aunt was like, "Oh no, here's all these letters and stuff that he got, and I don't know. I'll see my brother again in months, so we could trade then." But
yeah, months.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow's May 1. The Ohio is reopening, so yeah, we'll see. We might be closer and closer to actually seeing if any of these predictions come true in an office.
Well, whenever they reopen, Mike is going to reopen at least 3 or 4 weeks later. Yeah, I'll just see how you guys. Let me know how the pool water is before I get it.
Hey, I drove to the office on Monday, and I was thinking about our conversation last week, and it is scary. People have forgotten how to drive. I was a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, guess what?
What's that?
I think somebody's trying to join this meeting.
Yeah, it's a party line, isn't it?
It is. It's
a private.
There she is. Oh, it's the real Kelsey.
Hello. Do you see? Hey, Kelsey.
Everybody knows now. I'm not. This is the real Kelsey. Hi. How are you? How you doing, Kelsey?
Good.
Now, how long did you have to get up and get your hair ready and everything before you actually got on this Zoom call?
Not that long. I did it this morning, but I did, I put it down. I was like, I don't know if my hair goes down anymore. I think it's stuck in a ponytail. And I told my husband, I said, this is what I look like. He's like, I forgot.
Every time I've seen you, it's been up, way up. Yeah, yeah.
The new me is the old me. Yeah.
So you kind of bombed us. We kind of planned it a little. So Mike and I have been talking a lot about what's going to go on in the office when we go back. And Mike was joking, maybe you'll come by and tell us all the HR violations we've made in the last 2 episodes. But we thought we would ask you on here to just you don't have to say the whole time. Just give us your quick hits on what you think, HR is really going to be looking for, we should be paying attention to when people come back into the office.
So I think right now there's kind of 3 main things in my opinion. So there's kind of what are we focusing on now, then the near future, and then maybe a little bit more into the farther future. So the first aspect is kind of work-life balance now. So everybody's working from home. There's, people are being parents, they're being teachers, employees. So how do we support employees and how can we ensure that people aren't burned out, or, how can we just support them professionally so they do have a balance? Because it's really hard to leave your home office when you're home all the time. And then in the kind of the near future, I think it's the safety of workers. So what's the workplace going to look like when we first come back? So are the conference rooms going to be closed? How do we separate? We have an open workspace. So where do people go? Can you use a coffee machine? How the water, the kitchen, what does that look like? How do we protect our workers when they come back? And then kind of a little bit farther into the future, once everyone comes back, what is it going to look like in general? So a lot of people are talking about right now, we have companies that are forced into remote work who may not have experienced in the past or said, hey, I don't think this is going to work. Well, they haven't had an option and it's had to work. So our company is going to be offering additional flexibility for their employees coming out of this. What is it going to look like? Is it going to be more of a gig economy? Are people going to be working from home more frequently? Just what does it look like in general? So there's a lot of changes coming out of this that I'm kind of tracking, and it's kind of hard to tell right now, but I think as we progress and things open back up and people slowly transition back into the office, we'll be able to see a few more themes that have come from this.
Yeah, that is a lot to think about. Like you bring up like refreshments at the office, the water cooler. Oh, everybody's touching that dial or getting into the fridge. So we're all going to get mini fridges, right? That's what I'm hearing.
Akhia people have heard it here first.
Personal beer fridge.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
Well, those were much more specific thoughts to balance out the random thoughts we're going to get into next. But
some intelligence got in here somehow.
So how did this happen? Real thoughts, real ideas. No, thanks, Kelsey, for stopping by. I should have told people you are our HR lead and at Akhia, and have been incredibly helpful long before COVID, but definitely now with your weekly COVID updates and ways to keep us mentally well while we're working at home. So thanks for coming by, the real Kelsey.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
All right. See ya.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
Mike, how about that? That was good.
There's so much I wasn't even thinking about that she brought up with the office, because me, it's just, what's it going to be like when we get back? Like everybody, we're going to have to get to know each other again, right?
Yeah.
Like I was telling somebody, it's going to be like those Lifetime movies where the guy gets amnesia and he has to fall in love with his wife all over again. That's how it's going to be with us. Like, oh, maybe you've changed in the last few months.
Yeah.
You have to earn my trust again.
I think that's it right there. I think that's the name of a Lifetime movie I saw my wife watching, Earn My Trust Again.
That's right.
And if it's not one, it should be. And it probably will be by the fall.
Yeah.
These titles for these Lifetime movies are terrible. It's like, Mommy, why are you lying? It's like, these are real titles. Like you could have come up with something more creative in these titles.
Yeah, I think just pick a line of dialogue. Though, Mother, may I sleep with danger is the all-time.
That's the best.
That's
the best.
The spelling one, which, yes. And I think they made a sequel with the same guy. It was
I'm sure. We're going to probably reboot it here at some point.
All right.
Okay. So your random thoughts. Let's get to it. What do you got?
Well, I just had one just a few minutes ago. I was finishing lunch and doing the leftovers. And I, got some Reynolds wrap to cover up, the leftover. And I almost cut myself on that serrated cardboard. Does that ever happen to you? And my random thought was, could the Reynolds company or Saran company not find something that could just cut a thin slice of tinfoil, but that also is like a bone saw that cuts my finger off? Like, isn't there an in-between that could, handle the foil, but, not leave me scarred for life?
That's a really good, I never thought of that. I truly never thought, but I have cut myself on that many times. Yeah. And it feels like a little overkill to me now that you mention it.
Yeah, it's like, or sometimes it's rolled funny in the box so that you got to dig in and get it. And there's no way to grab that. Forget it. You need like those gloves that car mechanics use, or, to get in there so they don't get sliced. But
we can't be trusted to be working from home much longer. We need to figure out a way to get back to work. We're going to hurt ourselves. Well, so what are you worried about going back? Your first thought that you sent me is one I never thought of. And you've alluded to the fact that you might be gaining weight here. What is going on?
Well, I'm gaining weight, but see these shoes? I bought these like in the middle of March, and I haven't had a chance to wear them. I mean, they're not bad. You can wear them with jeans, dress pants, but I haven't worn a pair of shoes indoors in well over a month. These are just going to waste. I have to break them in again. It's
tennis shoes. Yeah, I don't think I've worn the bottom part of my closet is jeans and these. And are these official? Can I get your thought? Is this real now? Like, is this constitute work attire? Because this is all I have, but I haven't actually bit the bullet on taking a client or new business call in one of these yet. I can't bring myself to do it, but I feel like this is it now. Like, can we pull these off?
I think we've evolved to it. Like, you see what I'm wearing here today. I had a client call as well, and I even got jeans on.
Yeah.
Just in case during the call I need to stand up or do something.
So you're not like that reporter.
Not like that reporter, that CNN reporter. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm naked here. But that's it. But yeah, going back and just understanding, and also, yeah, you talk about this row of shirts. I got the button-ups that I wear, and already I'm feeling like, wow, those middle buttons, there's a little more stretch going on. I don't know if they've shrunk while hanging there, but we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. That's going to be, it's like when you come back from vacation, putting on pants after wearing shorts for weeks. It's going to be hard to put that on. So your thought in terms of why that is you were talking about, you basically resorted to eating like a third grade lunch.
Yes. Oh yeah. Because the scary thing here is the pantry is right there. And, since, I'll take a break, and at least at work, our pantry's pretty well stocked, but there's a handful of things and that's enough. But in there, the shelves it's pretty well loaded. And I would always yell at my kids for just staring in the pantry. But I'm doing that now, just staring at it. And then you end up eating a fruit roll up or Entenmann's Little Bites or some terrible thing for you that you bought for the kids' lunches. But since you're not packing their lunch, somebody's got to eat it. It's terrible.
Are you drinking drink pouches? Because
drink pouches, no.
Yeah, like if they could bring back ecto coolers.
Oh yeah.
When High C went to the yellow boxes, and I'm totally, if you didn't know already, I'm Gen X. You do now.
Yeah.
When High C went to the yellow boxes, that was a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah.
Like I wanted the High C box with the color of the drink inside that was dyed that I was drinking. If it was ecto cooler, I wanted a green box to match the green drink I was drinking. And they went to yellow and all clear. Like that's much better.
You didn't know.
We can't all be Capri Suns, okay? We're not all living the high life.
Well, I had Capri Suns, but I must have been, I don't know, it was like 90 stabs at this thing. I would be like the Zodiac killer, trying to, get a hold of this Capri Sun, and it would never work, or you'd get too low, and it would, as soon as you put it in, bubble over the surface, but I've had my share of third grade lunches lately.
Yeah. Well, and now we have graduated to we're poking holes in pouches of wine every day here in Ohio around 2 as we watch the press conferences, and wine with the wine, snacking with acting. Sure. I feel bad Husted doesn't have a catchy catchphrase. He's kind of the Ringo of the three. I mean, he's the one that brings this really valuable info, or if he's not there, he's out doing all this work. He's meeting with all those groups while we're here.
He's the rhythm, but nothing for him. We'll work.
No respect.
We'll work on him. No respect.
So you mentioned that you happen to miss the good stuff. You don't have good luck catching the good ones.
Well, with the wine, like I'll watch, and normally it's, here's a bunch of first graders artwork, or here's a homemade video someone made. I'm like, just tell me something. But and it goes on, and I love it. If you know these kids, it's probably wonderful. But I'm like, I need to know if I'm going to die if I go outside. but if I miss it, that's the day when he said, if you're watching now and your name is Mike, you're immune. Do what you want. Those are the days I miss. And then I'm always catching up later because everybody's like, oh, did you see what DeWine said? Now you can do this or you can't do that. So
are we going to turn them on? Like if we go back to the office, are we expected to turn these on in the office? We would, right? Like,
yeah.
And how long are these actually going to go? DeWine hasn't had a break yet except for the week. He's got to be tired. Like, these have been going on since mid-March. We're now almost at the beginning of May. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's no letting up. I mean, you'll know it might be getting better if he cuts off the weekend ones or,
Well, those have been cut. We haven't done those the last couple of weeks. So that was good. I was glad for that. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they do every other day, or maybe it's just one of them, but I'm with you. I find myself being judgy. I watch those first few minutes and I'm looking at my kids and I'm like, you couldn't get some artwork on there? Yeah. You're just as good a drawer as you could have done that. Why
Yeah,
aren't you sending them? Why aren't you making Lego sculptures?
it's all who you know, right? You know, it's all of Dwayne's 20 grandkids or whatever he's got going on there.
Center Square, 8 kids.
Square, yeah, he's got that taken care of. All right.
Well, this is good, Mike. Thank you as always. These are, you and I say we don't care if anybody watches, and some days some people might not. It's good for us to kind of have a little fun and distract ourselves. Hopefully, we're distracting people for 15 minutes while they watch this. So.
And I think they are getting progressively longer.
I know. We're sorry, everybody.
We're not apologizing.
Nope.
Next week, it's the Irishman. We're going. We're gonna have the age and makeup and everything. It's gonna be top notch.
I'll start watching The Irishman now and finish by next week.
If you're lucky. Okay.
All right. We'll see you, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.